And the number one most important thing not to do to your car. What's going on, guys? My name's Rami and welcome back to yet another episode of RQ's Garage, an automotive YouTube channel where I give you the ins and outs of car knowledge. And if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. It's so nice to meet you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, go check out my other videos. If you like those videos, be sure to hit that red subscribe button below and join my awesome community. And if you are a returning subscriber, hello, welcome. It's so great to see you again. Another week, another video. Thank you for all your love and support. You guys are the best. So in today's episode, I'm gonna be teaching you some very valuable information. I'm gonna be giving you all 4 tips on things not to do to your car. So if you don't do these tips, or if you do the opposite of these tips, I will guarantee you 3 things. I'll guarantee you that your car will drive better, which will give you a better experience. I guarantee you that your car will last longer, the life of your car will be longer. And I guarantee you your wear and tear components won't break as easily. Are you ready? Cause I am. Let's get after it. Coming in at number 4, driving on empty. That's something you really shouldn't be doing, and here's why. You want to fill up gas, and you can go to the cleanest gas station there is and get the best gas. But no matter if you get unleaded, premium, diesel, gas has chemical particles in it, and those particles sit at the bottom of the tank. So it doesn't matter what kind of gas you get, you're always gonna have those particles. So driving on empty, when you go to the bottom of the barrel and you're sucking in all those particles of gas, they're gonna get sucked into your engine and they might clog up some different components in there. They're not super dangerous or harmful, but over time, it can affect your performance. Another factor is your fuel pump. In order to get fuel from the gas tank to the engine, there's a pump that sucks it in, and that pump is always submerged with fuel. So when you're running on empty, that pump is gonna get dry and it's not gonna work as efficiently. So don't always try to maximize all your miles on an empty tank. Try to fill up around a quarter tank, or you can hit the empty sign, but just make sure you're going to a gas tank and you're really not using the last ounce of fuel in your car. Having too many keys on your keychain. So you see I have my main key, my accessory buttons over here, some cards, a carabiner, and a bottle opener, but I don't have much on here. People who hold too many keys on their keychains can hold too much weight on it, so when you're putting it into the ignition, it holds too much weight on the ignition system and over time could potentially damage it. Let me go show you in the car. Here's what I was talking about. So we can see I don't have much weight on my keychain, so it's not gonna be hanging down much. When you're putting your key into the ignition, I mean, it's gonna be in here the whole time you're driving, right? So the more weight, the more downward force you're holding on this little ignition system, and over time could potentially damage it. So having less weight on this keychain is very, very helpful. You're gonna wanna have less than a pound of weight on your keychain. You don't wanna keep it too heavy. But you're gonna say, Rami, I have a push button start. I don't need to have a key in a keychain. Well, what about that? Well, when it comes to these, boom, bam. I know these are, of course, much more convenient because you just push start the car. But something about these that's super important is do not drop these. Try your best to keep these safe and secure because there are tons of sensors all around these keys that tell the car when the key is inside the car, that tells the car is allowed to turn on, that does many different features like open windows and stuff like that. So try your best not to drop these keys because they're very fragile and they're much more expensive to replace compared to your conventional just normal key, right? So just a little tip for keys when it comes to cars. Now, number 2, this one's a given, but it's super important because most people ignore their warning lights. Please don't ignore your warning lights. When a warning light comes on your dashboard, get it checked out, go talk to someone, look it up online, make sure you know what's going on because your car is speaking to you and you gotta listen. So here's a couple examples of some warning lights. Some are simple, some are more dangerous. So you have your check engine light, just go check it out to the mechanic or look it up online. The gas light, which we all know and love so much. We have an oil light, that's a red one, it's kind of dangerous. A battery, a temperature light, and your braking system. And all these lights have different color codings. I didn't do it correctly because I don't have the proper colors. But in general, when you have a green light, that means something's being activated in the system and it's just working properly. When you have a yellow light, that means something needs to be serviced or checked soon. Or when you have a red colored light on your dash, that means something is pretty serious and you should get it checked out right away. Don't ignore these lights. Your car is speaking to you and you gotta listen. So this will cause so many problems in the future and it'll accumulate over time, of course. It's not super dangerous in the moment where you should stop completely, but this will always affect the longevity of vehicles. And And the number one most important thing not to do to your car is ignore maintenance. That is the number one car killer. When you need an oil change, go get an oil change. When you need to have a service done, changing a fluid, changing a belt, doing spark plugs, whatever it is, go get it checked out, go get it replaced, because maintenance is the number one reason cars live so long. That's why people have cars that last forever. They really follow up on their maintenance and they make sure fluids are changed, they make sure tires are okay, brakes, everything. Whatever the schedule is in your vehicle, make sure you follow it. A lot of cars have different metrics and different meters that show you how much oil life you have left, how much brake life you have left. And some cars don't. And a lot of these tire and lube places will actually give you stickers and tell you when you need to replace your fluids. So follow those stickers and follow those schedules, because that really is the number one reason cars die so quickly. And if you were to ask me what's the number one fluid you should always be changing frequently, it's your engine oil. Your engine oil is the number one. Everything else has a longer life, but make sure that engine oil is a regular maintenance you should be changing. And there you have it, guys. Those are my 4 things on what not to do to your car. You do these things and I guarantee you'll have a better driving experience. Your car will last longer and you will be saving tons of money. And we all know when our wallets are thicker, we're happier. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for supporting me. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so already. And in the comments below, you tell me what was one thing you learned today. I appreciate all the love and support, and we'll see you on the next one.